And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brand new season. So glad to have you with us on this journey. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. On Friday, then on Saturday, just about ready to get this one started. First, let's hear from Allie LaForce. Allie.
There are some super young teams around the league, but All-Star Draymond Green said, quote, if you don't have vets around you, you're not really learning what you need to learn. I had guys who taught me how to be a pro, so I worry about that because cultures and things get lost. And eventually, if those go, our league will get lost too. Brian?
Yeah, that's real talk. Thanks, Allie. And so it begins, a brand new season, Richard. What are some of your headlines?
I think we're going to see less small ball. I think we're getting back to a little bit more of a physical game. We're kind of seeing the reemergence of the dominant big man, not just the big man, the dominant big man, and I expect that to continue.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Brooks in at the 5. And for the Grizzlies.
Here we go.
Come get him! Get him!
Outside, Anderson.
Hey, come this side.
Brooks, the pass to Portis.
Pop it!
Out to the right wing. Here's Anderson. Can't get it to fall. Now here's Brown. Pass to Thomas. Puts up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that gets us rolling. Ooh, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Thomas from deep three-point range. The long-distance 3 is buried. Thomas has got his second bucket on the night. Bryant outside. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Bryant, one shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Oh, I got shooter, man. Big rebound. Gotta get it. Big rebound. Let's get it. Pinch here. We go back up. That's all you, boy. Can't fade you.
And here's Memphis. Brown with it. Portis picks him up. Puts one up from 19. Over to the wing. Pass to Brown. Shoots over Portis. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Bryant with it. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Kick out to Brown. He drops it from range. Brown's got 5.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Count it. Good.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Here's Thomas. He's got 6. Pass to Jackson. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First person
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Memphis.
LeVon Jackson, one shot.
Shooting one.
You got it out. You got it out.
Get your pitch down there. I got shooter.
I'm out, man. I got bag here, big.
And that one falls for Jackson. The Knicks have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Defended by Brown. It's Portis, high post. And here's Bryant outside. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8 points now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Hey! I see him.
Here's Thomas. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Bryant outside. Pass to Brooks. Now here's Anderson. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
To the paint. Soft touch off the glass.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside, so you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place.
Inside. And then Portis with the dunk.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
For Memphis, they've gone a perfect 7 for 7. Here's Brown. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Woods checked in for Memphis.
One shot.
I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss.
Free throw good. Brown. Pass to Portis from deep. The rebound by Jackson.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Jackson on the wing. And the dunk by Jackson.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now a timeout called by New York.
It's time for T-shirts.
All right, let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads. Second, Memphis.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Thompson outside.
Come on, box him out, man. Fish.
Guarded by Wood. Here's Shaw. And it's in there.
Assist from Ted Neal.
A minute 15 left in the first quarter of the game. It's Brown on the wing. Give him 8.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Down low. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, neither of these teams can miss. At the same time, neither is playing a ton of defense either.
Pass to Thompson. From behind the arc. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's a look they always want him to take. If he's got space, he's got the ultra green light.
Outside, Brown. They double team Brown. Outside wall. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
To the wing, right side. Thompson outside. It's stolen by Wall. In transition, here they come. Farmer, good.
The assist. Connor Wall.
Pass to Shaw. With 1 on the clock. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. They're up by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
Please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
RJ, you were in the middle of a few trades in your career, to put it lightly. What's that like as a player to get moved around so much?
Thanks for bringing that up so sweetly, Brian. I appreciate that. Look, there's pros and cons to this. It's nice to know that another organization wants you for whatever reason, but it's also tough to leave an organization that you had a connection to, the fan base. But eventually you figure it out.
So on the floor for the Knicks. And it's Thompson in at the 2. Pass to Portis. To the middle. Right side, Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense.
At the line for your Grizzlies, Greg Brown. At the line for 1.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Bryant, he's checked in for New York. Here's Thomas. Tipped. Anderson with it. 5 points in the game. And it's Wall with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Ball against Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3. Anderson's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Brown drives in. And the
jam by Brown. B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Out to the right wing. Out to Portis. Pass to Bryant. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Personal foul.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
At the line for one.
One shot. Oh, yeah, shooter, man. Take a rebound. Gotta get it. Quick out. Big rebound. Let's get it. Pinch here.
Free throw good. Bryant. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Anderson covers. Outside, Brown. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Pass to Bryant. Here's Brooks. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this. He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Pass to Portis with the drive. And then Portis with the dunk.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Thomas. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Powerful.
Oh, yes! And he dunks it down.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Pass to Bryant. And here's Portis. Intercepted. Wood outside. It's deflected. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Remains Memphis ball. Substitution next. You.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play.
Stay on him. Whose man is this?
Portis with the steal. And they're on the run. Into the lane. And then Portis with the dunk.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And it's good. 2 points.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
Now a timeout called by New York. There's a minute 54 left in the second. Defended by Brown. And he drives in. And a big-time jam right there.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Good heads-up basketball. Season opening and capitalizes.
Outside, Anderson. He takes it in. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
At the line for the next, Anderson. One shot.
One shot.
I got shooter here. I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. Stay with
Get the rebound. I got box here. I got box here. Quick outlet.
That's all you, baby.
For Memphis, they've gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Driving to the back. Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. For New York, they've gone 8 for 9 here in this second. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Brooks. It's good. Brooks has got his second basket of the night.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Pass to Wood. There's the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Portis.
Substitution for your Grizzlies. LeVon Jackson.
From 13, yes, it's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brown. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for Memphis, Greg Brown. One shot.
Oh, I got shooter, man. Big rebound. Gotta get it. Quick out. Big rebound. Let's get it.
Free throw good. Brown. Brooks outside. Right wing. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. From 12 feet. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Up by 2. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau, and Coach, you battled back from that early deficit. What changed for this team?
Well, we played better defense, and then we were able to get good shots, quality shots, but we have to play defense.
I know you pride yourself on that area of the game. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Man, their fans are loving this one. As a player, man, you could feed off that positive crowd. It can help you build momentum, you know. It just gets your blood flowing, and it's right tonight.
We'll see if they can carry that energy into the second half, both the fans and the team. And now let's focus on a couple of guys who have been getting it done in the first half.
They've each been fantastic tonight, playing with fire, doing just about everything. Lots of pressure on these two in the second half.
I remember being the guy on a given night. Well, for me, it was all nights.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Well, with roster sizes expanding and the addition of two-way contracts, the NBA has 100 more roster spots than around 12 years ago. RJ, how's that changed things in your mind?
Well, you just need so much more scouting and development. And you look at the different teams around this league, the ones that have continued success are the ones that are always able to find those diamonds in the rough. It's easy to get somebody good with a top 5 pick. Show me a team that can find somebody with the 30th or 35th pick.
We've got Jackson, and it's Wall in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Bryant outside. To the right side. And it's blocked by Wall. And here's Brown. 23 points in the game. And Wood with the stuff.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Out to Portis. Pass to Bryant. Beyond the arc. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Bryant's got a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. Here's Bonner, covered by Bryant. Jackson against Portis. Jackson, the pass to Brown. Driving inside, and Brown with the stuff.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Now here's Anderson. He's got 13. That one's good for 2.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
Thomas, he's checked in for Wall.
At the line for 1.
Shooting 1.
You got it out. You got it out. Make sure the pitch down there. I got shoot it. Press, press. I got bag. You're big. Here we go. I got my man.
The free throw drops for Anderson. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Bonner. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket by Wood.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
The Knicks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Anderson. There's the 3. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Here's Thomas. Now Brown, 25 points in the game to the inside. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got 14 points.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Portis gets the bucket.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
For Memphis, they've gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Here's Brown. Pass to Thomas. Lets the 3 fly. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Right side Anderson. And there's the rejection. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Here's Anderson. Out to Portis. Back to Anderson. with the teardrop. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
Really putting the bigger defender on his heels. I love seeing aggressive finishes like that.
That's all you.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Bryant outside. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
Timeout called. Memphis.
What do you say, fans? Let's hear it for your Memphis Dancers.
The Grizzlies have gone a perfect 7 for 7 and looking strong in this third quarter. 1:52 left in the third quarter, and he can't jam it through. For the lead, it's tipped. They recover it. Anderson passes to Bryant. Here we go, one-on-one. Down low. Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Anderson.
Oh,
that was unbelievable! Wow.
Now that is a finish for the ages.
A minute 9 left to play in the third quarter. Anderson covers. Driving in, and that one is hammered home.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Memphis. They trail by 1. They've got the Rockets ahead of them next in Houston. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. Thompson, he's checked in for Anderson.
First team foul. Shooting for Memphis. One shot.
Mind the lanes.
Get ready to shoot.
Now here's Bryant. 16 points for him. Portis outside. Pass to Brooks. It's stolen. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. To the middle. Stolen by Bryant.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Portis. On the wing, Thompson. With 4 on the clock. On the take. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
And that's exactly how you make a statement. He pulls off a move we might not even see in the slam dunk contest.
You think he planned that one? I think it looked like he had one of those dunks that just kind of happens.
I agree.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So on the floor for New York. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Pass to Portis. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Thomas. Jackson outside. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Oh, nice shot by Bryant.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Here's Thomas. Inside. Stolen by Bryant. And they're running. Here's Portis. Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Throw it down.
Come on.
Seymour.
Wow. That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Now here's Brown. Pass to Thomas. Here he goes. Okay, knockout. Wow.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
And the slam was so good. But the dribble move he made to get there was a thing of beauty.
Absolutely. What a slick play. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Blocked! Bryant outside.
No. Oh, hit that.
Portis, the pass to Bryant, and then Bryant with the dunk.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Brown with it, now guarded by Bryant. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. Anderson for three. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
I just love the ball movement.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Down low. Will it go? And he takes it up and lays it in.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
Now here's Bryant. An open look for Portis. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant.
Assisted by
Bryant's got 3 assists in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Timeout called. Memphis. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He was trying to ignite some fire, saying, "Where's the fight, you guys? You know we can compete with this team, but we're letting them run all over us. We've got to level up the aggressiveness." Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Here's Brown. Takes it inside, and Brown with the stuff.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
To the wing, right side. Here's Portis. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
at the line.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
Two shots.
Get this board, fellas. Get this board. Just bring back my feet. Shoes on tight. Coming off. Rebound. Shoot on it.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Get this board, fellas. Get this board. Just bring back my feet. Shoes on tight.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Outside, Brown. And the dunk by Jackson.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Bryant with it. A minute 29 left in the fourth. Left side, Anderson. Portis outside. Back to Anderson. Clock at 6. Shots blocked. Here's Thomas. Covered by Bryant. Got it.
That was some by-the-book basketball. Blocks the shot, gets out in transition, and finishes strong.
First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for Memphis, number 40. At the line for 1.
Let's know what we're all about.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth. The ball's knocked loose.
I got ball.
Left side, Anderson.
Don't let him shoot that.
Oh,
Yes.
Whoa!
throw it down.
Oh!
And a two-handed jam.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Thomas, that's good.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Sends it home from three-point land.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his three is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long.
Oh, sensational!
Yes.
What a dunk!
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for New York, Anderson. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. Thompson, he's checked in for New York. Now a timeout called by New York. They're ahead by 2. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
Fans, make some noise for your Are you ready,
And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst case scenario for them is OT.
Pass to Thomas. We've got 13 seconds left in the final quarter.
New York foul. Brooks. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, Thomas. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots. Let's get this board, fellas. Get this board. Let's bring back on the
He hits the first one, and that brings him within 2 here. He's perfect from the line this time.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Now a timeout called by New York. They're leading by 1. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Shooting for New York, Seymour. At the line for 2.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
I got shooter here. I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. Gotta get the rebound.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2.
I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. Gotta get the rebound. I got it. I got box here. I got box here.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game. Timeout called. Memphis. They're behind by 3. 8 seconds left to play in the fourth.
And your youth squad.
Jackson outside. Back to Brown. For the tie. It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
That's how you beat the clock. That's a big-time shot by a big-time player. Now, they asked him for a 3, and he delivered.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after the break. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. We've got Jackson, and it's Brown in at the 1. Out left to the wing. Here's Anderson. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Anderson's got 32 points in the game.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows him.
Over to the left wing. Hits the trifecta.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Now a timeout called by New York. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Here's Thomas. Pass to Brown. And there's the drive. And that one drops for him. Brown's got 34 points.
He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy money.
Outside, Anderson fires the 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
And here's Brown.
In overtime, 2 minutes.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Ryan Brooks. Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Memphis. Wood. 1 shot.
That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the N1.
And here's New York now. Pass to Anderson. Back to Thompson.
Grizzlies foul. Thomas. Third personal foul. First team foul.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Violation. Memphis ball.
For Memphis, they've got their first 3 shots to drop in overtime. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
Coming up clutch there at the line, making it a 2-possession game.
To the middle. Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball.
Grizzlies ball.
Well, overtime basketball, about a minute and a half played.
Hey, I'll get yours, I'll get yours. Hit it.
Anderson covers. Here's Thomas. He got a piece of it. Oh, swiped away. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Nails it from 3.
That right there might put the finishing touch on this one. Definitely not the time to get sloppy with the ball.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Portis. To the paint. Here's Brooks. And the layup falls.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Anderson covers. Now Wood. Stolen by Anderson.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line. Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul, third team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, Lamont Jackson. 2 shots.
I got my man. Right here. Make sure you get the...
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5.
You got it out. Get you the pitch down there. I got shoot. Press, match up. I got big.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Jackson. First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the next, Seymour, taking 2 shots.
We got this.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within 5.
You got it out. Get you the pitch down there. I got shoot. Press, match up. I got big. Here we go. I got my man. Right here. Make sure you get the man. Box.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Grizzlies
Timeout called. Memphis.
Timeout.
They lead by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the OT period.
What do you say, man? Let's hear it. Go, Dancers.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
First personal foul, fourth team foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Now a timeout called by New York. They trail by 6. There's 21 seconds left to play in overtime. All right, guys, what's your take?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before, smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Thompson passes to Anderson. Yes!
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Foul, fifth team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5.
At the line for 2.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
And here's Bryant outside. Yep, it's good.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. This is Brian Anderson saying thank you for tuning in as we leave you with the New Balance Player of the Game.